He's young, insanely talented, and already one of the most powerful names in world football. But behind the dazzling goal, the million-dollar endorsements, and the roaring crowds, lies a life most people could never imagine. Kylian Mbappé isn't just a footballer, he's a global phenomenon. But have you ever stopped to wonder what his life really looks like when the cameras are off? Born in the heart of Paris, raised with humble roots and driven by the dream of becoming the next Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappé's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. At just 16, he was already making headlines. By 20, he had become the second most expensive player in history. And today, he stands on the edge of another massive turning point, one that could shake the football world once again. Rumors swirl. A record-breaking contract, a shocking transfer, a new legacy being written in real time. But beyond the pitch, beyond the spotlight, a question remains. How does one of the richest, most influential athletes of our time really live? In this video, we'll take you deep inside the luxurious world of Kylian Mbappé, the cars, the mansions, the deals, and the lifestyle of a man who may soon become the highest-paid player on the planet. But be warned. Once you see how far he's come, you won't be able to look away. While most 25-year-olds are still figuring out their lives, Kylian Mbappé is already living one that seems pulled straight out of a dream, or maybe even a movie. Not just a football superstar, he's one of the highest-paid athletes on the planet, and with the kind of money he earns, his reality is far beyond what most people could ever imagine. At one point, rumors swirled that Mbappé was living in an ultra-luxurious duplex apartment in the heart of Paris, with a breathtaking view of the Eiffel Tower itself. Think about that for a moment. Not a postcard, not a screensaver, but the actual Eiffel Tower as part of his daily view. Located in one of the city's most prestigious neighborhoods, his home sat on the top floor of a high-end building, likely offering a panoramic skyline that even the wealthiest would envy. Based on listings of similar luxury penthouses in the area, some sources estimate that Mbappé was paying around 198,000 Brazilian reais every month just to live there. That's not a typo. That's one apartment, one man's monthly rent. But for someone like him, that's just part of the lifestyle. Recently, it's believed he upgraded even further, purchasing a new mansion in Neuilly-sur-Seine, one of the most exclusive and celebrity-filled neighborhoods just outside Paris. A place where privacy, elegance, and luxury are all but guaranteed. Mbappé has shared a few glimpses of his new home on social media, just enough to stir curiosity, but never too much. From what we can see, the interior reflects his refined taste. Calm, neutral tones, elegant wood finishes, and a cozy yet high-end aesthetic. There's even talk of a private pool inside the property, perfect for unwinding after a match or training session. According to reports, the young star dropped close to 50 million reais on this dream residence. That's a number that most of us will never even see in a lifetime. But for Mbappé, it's an investment in comfort, privacy, and personal space. And what's luxury without a proper garage? When it comes to cars, Mbappé doesn't just collect, they reflect who he is. Stylish, powerful, and cutting-edge. He's been spotted in everything from a sleek Volkswagen Tiguan, a modern SUV that can reach over $200,000, to an all-electric Volkswagen ID.4 Cross, which boasts a futuristic design and an impressive 500-kilometer range, with a price tag of up to $260,000. But the collection doesn't stop there. He's been seen with an Audi A6 Avant, a stylish station wagon that combines performance with elegance, typically costing around $300,000. And then there's the Mercedes-Benz GLE, a luxury SUV packed with both comfort and muscle, valued at roughly $415,000. For days when he wants more room, he opts for a Volkswagen Multivan, a high-end people mover estimated at nearly $450,000. From high-rise penthouses with iconic views to million-dollar homes and a garage that would make any car enthusiast jealous, Mbappé's lifestyle is the kind that sparks both admiration and curiosity. He's not just a footballer, He's a symbol of what happens when raw talent meets relentless drive, and when that drive is rewarded with global success. And here's the real question. If this is how Mbappé lives today, can you even imagine what's next? Let us know in the comments. What would you do if you had his kind of wealth and fame? Would you live in Paris, buy a mansion, or drive luxury cars? Or would you live differently? Let's talk. Kylian Mbappé doesn't just play like a superstar, he lives like one. And when it comes to luxury, he doesn't just indulge, he redefines what indulgence means. For someone who isn't even legally allowed to drive, yes, believe it or not, he doesn't have a driver's license. Mbappé still owns a car collection that would make any billionaire envious. Take, for example, the time he was seen with a Volkswagen Touareg. Not just any SUV, but one of the most robust and high-end models ever made by the German automaker. Spacious, powerful, and loaded with technology, this car is worth around $570,000 in its most recent configurations. And that's just scratching the surface of his four-wheeled fleet. Another beast in his collection, a Mercedes-Benz V-Class. A massive, luxurious van built for both comfort and presence. With enough room to move like you're in a mobile living room, this vehicle is made for elite athletes who are constantly on the go but still want to feel at home. Getting one of these? That can set you back as much as $780,000. But for Mbappé, it's just another ride. And then, of course, comes the real showstopper, the crown jewel. Rumor has it, though never fully confirmed, that Mbappé also owns a Ferrari SF90 Stradale, one of the fastest and most exclusive cars the Italian manufacturer has ever built. With a roaring V8 engine under the hood, this machine can go from 0 to 100 km/h in just 2.5 seconds. Its top speed, a staggering 340 km/h. It's not just fast, it's frighteningly fast. And the price? Let's just say, if you want one brand new, be ready to spend over $3 million. That's the kind of vehicle that says, I've arrived. But cars are only one piece of the Mbappé lifestyle puzzle. Because when you're one of the most valuable players in football, you don't just dream big, you negotiate bigger. When he signed with PSG, there were whispers that he requested access to a private jet whenever he wanted. While the club reportedly turned down the demand, Mbappé didn't wait for permission. Instead, he began chartering his own luxury jets, because why not? One aircraft he's frequently seen using is the Bombardier Challenger 350, a sleek and elegant jet known for corporate luxury travel. Inside, it's everything you'd expect from a flying penthouse. Plush seating, high-end finishes, and an atmosphere tailored for rest and privacy at 40,000 feet. Flying in style, of course, doesn't come cheap. Just 1 hour in a jet like that can cost around $36,000. But for someone of Mbappé's stature, it's just the cost of staying in control of his time. And when he's not in the air or being chauffeured across Paris, Mbappé is surrounded by a personal team that ensures every part of his day runs smoothly. We're talking about a private driver, a personal assistant, and even a bodyguard, all on his payroll. This elite crew reportedly costs him over $2 million per year. But when you live life at the top, security and convenience aren't luxuries, they're necessities. And of course, style. Mbappé doesn't just play well, travel well, and live well, he looks the part too. Frequently spotted wearing some of the world's most expensive watches, he's been seen sporting Rolex Yachtmasters worth over $70,000. That's not just fashion, it's a statement. So here's the question. Is this just luxury? Or is it something more? Is this the lifestyle of a man who's worked relentlessly to escape humble beginnings and now surrounds himself with everything he once dreamed of? Or is it just the natural result of being one of the most marketable athletes on earth? Now, we want to hear from you. If you had Mbappé's money, how would you spend it? Would you go for the Ferraris, the jets, the private staff, or would your luxury look a little different? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is just getting started. He's not just a football player, he's a global icon, a symbol of the new generation of athletes who blend raw talent with massive influence and unmatched charisma. And while the world watches him on the pitch, sprinting past defenders and breaking records, behind the scenes, Mbappé lives a life of luxury that even many billionaires would admire. Just take a look at the watches he wears. These aren't just accessories, they're masterpieces, symbols of time and power. He's been seen wearing a Hublot Big Bang Pink worth around $108,000. Then there's the Senglost B edition, clocking in at about $125,000. But that's only the beginning. He also owns the Hublot Spirit of Big Bang King Gold, valued at over $200,000. Want something more extravagant? How about the Hublot Big Bang Unico Red Sapphire, a bold and rare piece that costs an astonishing $460,000? And the most jaw-dropping of them all? The Hublot Rainbow, a kaleidoscope of precious gems wrapped around your wrist, for a staggering $490,000. But of course, when you're Mbappé, watches are just one line in a growing empire. Thanks to his unstoppable rise, Mbappé has become a household name far beyond the football world. In fact, he's the most followed French celebrity on Facebook with over 15 million fans. But it's on Instagram where his influence truly explodes. More than 112 million followers watch his every move, every post, every word. This kind of reach turns him into a marketing powerhouse, and brands know it. Over the years, Mbappé has partnered with some of the most prestigious names in the world: Christian Dior, Oakley, Hugo Boss, PlayStation, FIFA, just to name a few. His image is everywhere, from luxury fashion runways to high-energy gaming ads. As a global ambassador for the Swiss watch brand Hublot, it's estimated that he earns around $8 million per year, just for that partnership alone. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Through his long-standing deal with Nike, Mbappé reportedly pulls in as much as $25 million annually. When you add up all of his sponsorship deals, analysts believe he earns roughly $78 million every single year, just in endorsements. That's more than most footballers make in their entire careers. But let's rewind the clock for a second. At the young age of 17, while most teenagers were still finishing high school, Mbappé was already earning an estimated $5.7 million per year. A jaw-dropping salary for someone his age, but still just a fraction of what was to come. Once he made the massive move to Paris Saint-Germain, everything changed. His paycheck exploded, multiplied tenfold, maybe more. Today, with bonuses and performance incentives, it's said that Mbappé earns close to $145 million per season just from PSG. Now, add in those $78 million from sponsorships and you're looking at a yearly income that surpasses $200 million. Yes, you read that right. And with rumors heating up about his next big move to Real Madrid, the numbers are only getting more absurd. If the deal goes through, Mbappé could be pocketing over $260 million per year between salary and bonuses. That kind of money doesn't just buy luxury, it buys legacy. Financial experts estimate that Mbappé's total career earnings and investments may have already pushed his net worth to an astonishing $780 million. And the most shocking part? He's only just getting started. His current market value is estimated at $180 million, or nearly $1 billion, making him not just one of the best players in the world, but also one of the most valuable human brands on the planet. So, what does the future hold for Kylian Mbappé? If he keeps performing at this level, one thing's certain: his fortune will only keep growing. But beyond the money and fame, there's a bigger story, one of ambition, sacrifice, and the incredible rise of a boy from Bondy who dared to dream. Now we want to hear from you. If you were in Mbappé's shoes, multimillionaire, global icon, living a life of pure luxury, what would you do? Would you collect watches worth hundreds of thousands? Fly private? Sign with Real Madrid or stay loyal to PSG? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Mbappé's world, don't forget to leave a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that reveal the lives behind the legends. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we uncover the truth behind the fame. Until then, take care. See you soon.